Hello, I just thought I'd post my campfire cooker on YouTube. It's a it's my design. I sort of wanted it to look like a little mini Nuke, um, just for just for the fun factor. Bit of an icebreaker when you're at camping sites. It's made out of two gas bottles. The top one's just a full gas bottle. It's got long hinges on the side. They're probably about, I don't know, $3 or $4 a hinge. And then the darker tail fin area, that's just a secondary bottle that I've cut in half and cut the holes out just to make it look like tail fins. The tail fins are actually welded on. That's the only bit of welding I had to do with it. You don't have to do that if you want to give it a go. The most time spent was probably drilling the holes and the drill bit going blunt and then having to sharpen it and drilling the holes again. But I wanted enough holes in the top so when I've closed up it'll keep going, so it's got that, glowing red bomb look sort of thing. It's got a ash catcher inside there. I'll pull it apart later on and show you what's in it. It's got a it's actually spray painted with clear coat spray paint. This is the grey, but it's called flame proof. It's a muffler spray paint, very high temperature. I've sprayed that out on the outside. It'll cook. It's cooked off onto it, stop it from rusting. So it's still got that metal look instead of that rusty look. Either way, you don't have to do that. That rusty old World War II look could look pretty cool too. But it's sort of like a versatile cooker. I've got it to do 3 or 4 different things. So I'll show you that now. The first thing is the camp oven. So I'll whack the camp oven on. Now it works with little hooks. I've got hooks and chains. Nice and easy, simple. Each one's got one. And it just makes it easy to rig up. I've got a couple of O-bolts in there. And then just hook straight onto the O-bolts. And it's just sometimes the simplest way is the best way. You don't have things go wrong, especially under high heat. Now if I've got the camp oven here we go. If I put that on there, and that closes around the outside of it, so it's all stable. Don't have to worry about the kids. Sort of pulls the heat around it, I suppose, as well. And that's just like your standard camp cooker, but it's just got like a little bit of an envelope around it. I like the way it sort of pulls together. Second thing I can use on it is the hot plate. Hot plate just sits on there like this, right on the edges. So it sits flat. Got a bit of a gap under here and here. Lets the heat come out, so you can have it raw and fairly strong, and still cook your sausages off without burning them, because you've still got that airflow running underneath. We tried it out. Hot plate's a bit greasy. It was really good to work with. So that just comes off. Now I've made this as well. This is just made out of thread, and it's like you pick any hole you want. Just your ground's not level and that sort of stuff. And that's to put your billy on. And instead of like when you do it over a campfire, the poles pull right out to here, and you've got like a tripping hazard, where this here sort of, you can walk around it without hitting it. I think it's a pretty good idea, but I may never use it, because it's, I can just stick it straight on there without having to have it elevated. But I'm new to camping, so I might be getting it all wrong. Now, so if you take these guys off, let's take that off. You've still got the option of putting your little grill on there. That fits nice and neat. And then you've got the option of using your fry pan, because it's got the A-bolts on the inside. I'll show you that in a minute. I'll show you that at the end, so I don't have to reset up the camera. But because it's got the O-bolts on there, you can put saucepans or anything on there because it's a nice little flat place to sit. Now on the inside, we've got a bit of grate. I've just cut that out off an old barbecue. That's to stop the bottom from getting eaten out and allow some airflow underneath, so you don't have to worry about your fire kit going out. And if I put that in and turn him round, oh, look at that. Turn him round. It's just got your standard door. Angle grind it out. Tech screw your hinge on, and yeah, away you go. I like to take the tech screws off so you don't cut your hand pulling all the stuff in and out. And if I pull it apart, it comes out like that. Then I've got a little ash catcher in the inside there. It's at the end of the. You can empty that when it's cooled off. Keep you going a little bit longer without it going causing trouble. And we'll have a look on the inside now. Let's grab the camera. That's the inside. That's just got to hold it away a bit so you can see. Just the O-bolts bolted onto the side, and yeah, the fry pan sits on top, and away you go. Saucepan, anything. Really easy. So that's pretty much it. I'll put this back down. The only other thing was galv bolts. The bolts are galv, and people talk, oh, you shouldn't use galv and the rest of it. I went onto our forum, and there's a guy that works with this stuff, and he says with galv, it's only when you bring it up to near boiling point that it's actually a problem. Puts up a white smoke and gives you, makes you sick, gives you galv flu or something like that. So this is never going to get that hot. So what it'll do, it'll heat up, get a little bit of powder on it, you brush that off and it's fine. It's inert, it won't hurt anyone. So yeah, don't worry about galv so much. It's only when you bring it up to a certain temperature. But you guys can look at that yourself on there, don't take my word for it. And that's pretty much it, guys. So Dad's bonfire. I'll catch us later.